Okay, so just coming down into all fours initially. Knees are going to be directly under the hips, and my wrists are going to be directly under my shoulders, creating a straight line. So I'm just going to simply tuck my toes, push into a downward facing dog, keeping a slight knee in my bend in my knees. My head comes down in between my arms, and my eye gaze is just past my toes towards the back of the room. So coming forward into a chaturanga, my shoulders are actually going to come over my wrist, if you can see that. My fingers are turned out slightly, and the points of my elbows, or the eyes of my elbows, are going to be pointing forward. So I really want to tighten here through the lower abdomen, and as I come down, I am really scraping the side of my rib cage with my elbows, coming down to a 90 degree in the elbow. Then I want to tuck my toes back so the tops of my feet are on the mat, and I'm slowly just going to lift my chest up and then bring my eye gaze to the top of the ceiling here. I don't want to bring my neck up and get into kind of a hyperextension. It's just simply eye gaze going up. Notice my shoulders aren't up by my ears. I really want to extend my chest up and push my neck out of my shoulders. This is going to help release any tension in your neck. Good. And as we come back down, I tuck my chin to my chest, I roll over my toes, and I'm starting to push my hips backwards into a downward facing dog again. So how that looks in a little bit quicker motion is you may hear your teacher say, okay, come down into chaturanga. You come into a plank, elbows tuck in, come down to 90, push up into your up dog and down dog. Now, one of the things that we see often when people are going through their chaturanga is that they're going to scoop their belly like they're kind of doing one of those dive bombers into an up dog. Really bad idea. And you see it a lot. And you see a lot of people teach that. But when I go into my warrior series and we talk about our knee, we always talk about the knee being over the ankle, and we don't want to push that forward because that puts undue strain on our knees. Same thing happens with our shoulders. So if I'm just going to stay on my knees for now. So if I'm here and I'm in my plank, right, and I want to come down into my chaturanga, then you see people pushing their body forward. And in essence, they're moving their shoulders through a range of motion that you're normally not supposed to be doing with your shoulders. So it puts a lot of undue stress in that joint. And it's a really unique joint. We definitely don't want to injure it. I have, and it's no fun to have to rehab. So really be cognizant. Instead of coming through into this type of motion, wherever you're at, just simply lift your chest up from there. And that's going to really help you protect your shoulders. I hope that was helpful for you. And check back in a couple days. I'm going to be doing these videos every so often just to bring you some tips and things that you can use for your practice. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.